It only takes until Pokemon number 1 for me to find a sprite I like better in red and blue compared to yellow. Now, you'll see a running theme where yellow may have the more technically sound artwork that is more representative of the TV show, but here Bulbasaur from red is in a leaping pose, seems much more aggressive, and overall is just a much more fun sprite. Yellow's version, dude, looks like he has been smoking some dope, or he's trying to punish the porcelain, if you know what I mean. Next we have Caterpie, which granted the yellow version isn't bad, it resembles the cartoonish style better, but I like the red and blue's realistic looking sprite better. Seems like something you could actually run across in the forest, and to me the colors are better as well. It looks more menacing, whereas the yellow version I could just simply squish with the heel of my boot. Oh, Dragonite, the biggest pain in the rump evolution of the entire game. I think it's clear why I like red and blue's version better. He's in mid-flight with a "I'ma eat your lunch, bro" look on his face. Clearly in battle mode, he's got some extra eyeliner on and a body to check you into the boards hard. The yellow version just makes me sad. Like, look at this. It's like an animal trapped in a zoo where he can see all of his friends outside in the real world. Why the heck would they design it like this? Seriously, I feel so bad for the poor thing. It looks like it's crying or yearning for someone to help it. Boo hiss. This art sucks. Neither Gyarados looks bad, but I like the earlier versions better, because look at the action on this puppy. You don't F with Gyarados. Looking like he's in mid-attack, lunging toward you, clearly showing his size, girth, and ferocity. This is peak Gyarados. The yellow version is just kind of coiled up and just doesn't look nearly as intimidating or ferocious. Haunter is one of my favorites in all of Pokemon. Yellow's version looks much more similar to what Haunter actually looks like. There's good action, great colors, and it still looks menacing. But look at the red and blues version. He looks like a diagnosed psychopath, clenching his fists like he's waiting for you to drop that overly packed ice cream cone. That smile imitating the look Ted Bundy had when observing his victims, the threatening eyes. I mean, this art is just so cool and it is spot on. As a first-time player, you were scared of this guy. He looks strong and looks like he will do and sacrifice anything to win. Heck, even his evolution Gengar may be cool looking, but Haunter is downright scary. Wheezing in red and blue looks more of what I'd think Wheezing's personality would imitate. Gassy, disgruntled, a bit schizophrenic, and strong. The yellow's version looks depressed, small, and the gas doesn't translate as well in this art. Honestly, I can't really come up with any reasonable argument on how yellow's version is better, so I'm riding with red and blue all the way. Yellow version has an argument here, but I really like the older version's art. Yellow's version is more colorful, a less awkward pose, but also looks like he is leading with his crotch. Why? This is really weird. His arms are even behind him, and it's as though he is proud and presenting his disco stick to the world. Red and blue's art looks more like a creature that was actually man-made. He looks different than all the other Pokemon in some way, and honestly I like this. He was made in the lab, and I like how you could actually see the difference. That's the way it should be. He looks way more intimidating, and overall I think it looks much stronger given the pose, and just overall with this artwork than in the yellow version. Next, I think Mr. Mime's version in red and blue looks a lot better than yellow's. Psych! Nah, I'm messing with you. What a freaking weirdo sex offender artwork they did in red and blue. I love it though, it's so bad. But seriously, yeah, yellow's version's way better. I think another easy win for red and blue is Muck. Here we see Muck all gooey and nasty like. He has one big ol' hand reaching out for his opponent, his mouth is huge, he has the old angry eyes, and I think he's just portrayed really well. The colors could be better, but the artwork itself is more realistic looking and has better action. The yellow version has a really weird stance, It all runs together, looks more pitiful than anything, really. He doesn't look as gooey, and I think overall this is just a mediocre artwork at best. Nidoking's artwork in red and blue just rocks. Plain and simple. He looks like a hyped up dinosaur ready to steal your presents at your own birthday party. He has a menacing, action-packed facial expression, an intimidating pose, great detail, good color, and resembles what a BA he really is. Heck, the artwork is so good, they use borderline the same exact thing for the trading card. That's when you know you have a winner. The yellow's version just doesn't hold up. Still kinda cool, but he's too purple. Looks like Barney. The outreached arm looks weird and simply just doesn't compare to the awesome original artwork. Nidorina in red and blue looks feisty and fiery, a bit too eager maybe, but nonetheless ready for battle. The pig nose is a little weird, but overall, I like the artwork. The yellow version looks like it was just hit with a tranquilizer dart or maybe just got hotboxed. It's a pass for me. Red and blue for the win. Slowbro in red and blue looks pretty cool. The tail has a lot more emphasis in this version and provides a good amount of detail, which I like. It looks much more menacing. Now, you could argue if it's menacing for you, the trainer going against it, or menacing for the Slowbro's tail, but either way it looks cool. The non-tail portion of the sprite looks cool too, but I think the red and blue wins more because how yellow looks. Slowbro looks dazed and confused. The tail looks intimidating, but is much less emphasized. This just doesn't worry me. He looks like an idiot with too much Botox in his lips. Not a huge fan. There's worse artworks, but this one clearly isn't the best. Let me know if there are other red and blue artworks that you like better than in the yellow version, or heck, even in later versions of the Pokemon games. Thank you for watching. Gaming is in session. Court is adjourned.